Fans sometimes like to pretend otherwise, but the truth of the matter is that the Dragon Ball franchise, especially nowadays, is very much focused on merchandising. It's why Dragon Ball Kai was ended early before getting to the Buu saga. It's probably why Dragon Ball Super was created and has managed to keep going for over 2 years. In some cases, the merchandising is quite blatant, but in other cases it's a lot harder to tell, especially if you don't live in Japan or watch the series on live TV. One of the pieces of merchandise material related to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super is Dragon Ball Heroes. It's an arcade game in Japan that uses physical cards that you can buy to be able to play. I barely know anything about it. In fact, a lot of fans outside of Japan don't, given the only way to actually play the game the cards are used for is to live in Japan. But one thing the English fans can see are the official websites. So on a whim, I decided to record myself browsing Dragon Ball Heroes website armed with nothing more than a bit of prior knowledge and Google Translate to see if I could understand it a bit more. I don't know if I succeeded, but enjoy! Hi guys, so I'm on the Dragon Ball Heroes website. As you can see, I've just got it all up here. Actually no, it's Super Dragon Ball Heroes now. At some point it kind of did a sort of revamp, I think. They changed the graphics a little bit, changed the card thing, I think, the way that the arcade machines look. So anyway, Super Dragon Ball Heroes now, but yeah, so here's the website. It's obviously, this is not some kind of big exclusive gossip thing. Like, literally, if you want to follow on with me, you can literally just type in the thing exactly as it appears in the search bar. It's, this is nothing big and fancy at all. That's why I didn't put the intro until before this. And so I'm just showing you the website. So, obviously, yeah, there's a lot of Japanese here. That's also why you might see there is a little auto prompt to wanting to put Google Translate in it. I might actually end up using that because, well, obviously a lot of this Japanese text that's just kind of like sort of already written in or in images. I can't translate that, but I can translate. They have like physical text written, and that might be helpful. So I don't know what a lot of this stuff is, obviously. But obviously, so here's some of these things. I'm gonna look at these later, but here we've got I feel like this is just the stuff promoting the newest Super Dragon Ball Heroes stuff. So it's like, oh, there's a nice, cool, Ultra Instinct Goku picture there. Card. Not a picture, it's a card. So I don't know what all this stuff is. I assume it's promotion. This is the, I forgot what it was called, but it was an April Fool's joke where they had everyone from the Universe Survival Arc in business suits. And they made those into cards. It's amazing. I'll show that as well. I think this might be like a Jump Fester or something, or maybe a competition or something. So you've got V-Jump, you get V-Jump, you could get a Dispo card. Everyone loves Dispo. He's the best Pride Trooper, right? He's got lots of fans. So yeah, I think these are a whole bunch of things that were in the expansion or something about 7th anniversary. It's been going on for 7 years as well. So that's also, like I said, Dragon Ball Heroes is kind of a big thing. I actually don't know if it's bigger than Dokkan Battle now or if Dokkan Battle kind of surpassed it, because that makes a lot of money as well. But yeah, Dragon Ball Heroes does as well. Got all these cards and all these things in Japanese. And so that's something about Super Coliseum. That's I assume it's some kind of competition or something. That's about how to play. And so look at this, you got rankings and stuff. Rankings for I assume these different competitions. And here, of course, we've got one of the advertisements. This is if you watch Dragon Ball Super illegally, some of this might be familiar. It's just all of the cards you can get in the new expansion. Stuff like that. The one problem on Dragon Ball Heroes is it's annoying, but all their theme songs are really catchy. So yeah, there's Aniraza there, there's really edgy cards, and yeah, that's the ad. So we've got all this stuff. I don't even know what half these things are, and then they've got news, and they've got at the very bottom here, there's just all the different other Dragon Ball merchandise things. So yeah, that's the main page. Anyway, let's go into the actuals and these other sub-pages and see what I've got. So I've got news. Anyway, once again, this is not supposed to be definitive in any way. This is literally me. I don't know Japanese. I'm just looking at this because it could be fun, and it's sometimes kind of ludicrous. And if I'm going to be making fun of things, I will. So I assume, from what I can tell, I think this is just talking about what stuff's in the expansion, this new expansion. Look, if you look there, you can see there's Aniraza and there's Kefla. So, obviously this is the new stuff. I think it's Caulifla there, I think these the different missions. You got all these weird characters from the expansions, and we've got, I don't know what this is, and oh yeah, I was looking at this before. So for one of the cool things, the new expansion is they have a thing where they've got they've got a representative of the characters from every one of the universes that are in the Tournament of Power. So of course you got Goku for Universe 7, you got Ribrianne from Universe 2, you got like, you got Jiren from Universe 11, the expected one. Then you got like, Universe 3, who's gonna be Universe 3? The Kamen Rider guy, Kato Pesla or whatever his name is. It's cute. It's cute. And so I think here we've got this weird thing with like a Shenlong and like an evil Shenlong, and it's almost just like these are like the good guys versus the bad guys. So the good guys, we've got everyone. We've got Goku, we've got Gohan, Goten, Vegeta, Future Trunks, Kaishin of Time, and Bardock for some reason. And then from evil Shenlong, we've got Demigra, Toa, I think that's Dabra, somebody else, and somebody else. Original characters, and we've got these cards, which look edgy as hell. I just tried to stop myself from swearing there, but it's like, doesn't really matter. And they've just got the cards. Okay, so that's the news, because like that's the newest, I assume, because see there's an 8, and this is like Super Dragon Ball Heroes, like, expansion-y pack 8. I don't know what the play thing is. I think that might be like a link to something else, or maybe this is just how to play. Oh, I think this is how to play. This doesn't matter. We don't need to know how to play. We're not going to play it. We don't live in Japan. Okay, what's the game one? The game one is... Okay, maybe this is how to play? Or maybe this is more of how to play. This is just like talking about the cards and how the cards work. I assume that's what it is. Because after all, you don't necessarily know what these things are. Anyway, here's the important thing. Card list. This is actually why I wanted to make this video. Because... it's like, how people say where it's like, oh, they're doing this because they're going to make they're going to make a Dragon Ball Heroes card out of it or something. And you don't necessarily know if they actually made a Dragon Ball Heroes card out of it, or if they did, how many of them did they do, and how rare are these cards supposed to be, and like how much of a selling point are these cards supposed to be. So this has a catalog of every single Dragon Ball Heroes card, like, in existence, including all the weird like promotional ones and the ones you get from like V-Jump or like McDonald's. You can get Dragon Ball Heroes cards as Happy Meal things from McDonald's. It's fun. Merchandising is a fascinating process. So anyway, so here this is Super Dragon Ball Heroes 8, whatever that means, something 8. It's like the 8th one, and so this is the newest one. You've probably seen like stuff for it, and so this is the stuff they're promoting. Anyway, I'm going to just show you, I've seen some of these card lists before, so I roughly know how they work, very, very, very roughly. So a lot of these ones, it feels like no matter what, they always start off with very similar cards. So you've always got a Goku, you've always got like a young Gohan and an old Gohan, you've always got a Vegeta, Piccolo, often Mr. Satan, Boo. Then there's always some Dragon Ball cards as well. It's like OG Dragon Balls. You've got a young Goku, you've got Muten Roshi, you've got the Pilaf gang in their like combined mech thing. Obviously, it's got some other weird ones here. I think that's Super Saiyan 2 Bardock, because of course it is. Mira and Toa, because of course they're there. I think Dragon Ball Heroes is breathing a sigh of relief and thanking Xenoverse for giving them so many ideas for like original villains, because what else would they do other than just like bringing Broly back for the 80th time? Yes, there's just like some random ones. There's like some Gotenks ones, because Gotenks is, pretty popular. Got some Tenshinhan, Krillin. Anyway, so I think here we start getting the like, oh hey, these are actually kind of promoted. So this is a one where it's got Ultra Instinct Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta fighting together, which I'm not actually sure is going to even happen in the show at this point. So yeah, this is why I put Google Translate on. I'm like, okay, so it's Son Goku. Yes, if you wanted to know what the card is called, it's called Son Goku, even though Vegeta's there. Anyway, so okay, so. If I know that the translation is terrible because it's Google Translate, but I assume what this is sort of meaning is like a kind of like final Kamehameha, because it's like it's gonna be like Goku will use the Kamehameha and Vegeta uses the final flash at the same time. I think they did that in the episode where they defeated Universe 9. And okay, so this selfish trillion thing, I assume that's supposed to be their way of translating Migate no Gokui, which is Ultra Instincts, but I'm not completely sure, but I feel like that might be his special ability, something to do with Migate no Gokui. God damn it, I know this off by heart. So yeah, then here we have a whole bunch of like, I feel like these are some supposed to be like Universe Survival Arc cards. So you've got a Gohan, you've got a Blue Vegeta, Piccolo, Krillin. Oddly, like the Tenshinhan and the Roshi ones have their old outfits and not the ones they have in the Universe Survival Arc. But like 17 and 18 and Frieza, they've got their Universe Survival Arc outfits. So I don't know, maybe it's just like they're not relevant enough to get their new outfits, but I don't know. Also, something interesting. So, all of the Frieza cards that have him like Universe Survival Arc Frieza with the halo, they always call him like Frieza Resurrected. So you can kind of like, there's a difference. There is a difference other than just like putting the halo there. And it's helpful because later on when you go to sort of search for cards, you can kind of like tell the difference between like almost like old Frieza and new Frieza. So, here we've got, we've got a whole bunch of Universe 6 guys. We've got, basically everyone. We've got Kale, Cauliflower, and then we've got Ribrianne, we've got an Aniyaza card, which obviously looked really cool because I think Jump Festa came out like just a few days before the new episode of Super where they had Aniyaza showing up, and so like this was his debut, and they're like, you're the big guy from Universe 3, let's give you a really fancy looking card and not just some normal one. So then you've got Toppo, you've got Dispo and Jiren, of course, and here we have the GT cards. Everyone jokes about how GT isn't canon, but basically every expansion has a few GT cards in there somehow. And here we get, and once those are gone, when we get into the juicy stuff, we get into the original material where it's just completely incomprehensible, and I love it. I mean, I don't love it. I think I would actually hate it if I lived in Japan and had to experience this. But from an outside perspective, it's hilarious because I've got no idea what's going on. So from what I can tell, the thing with Dragon Ball Heroes is sort of like, they've got like, it's sort of the stuff with Xenoverse with like Time Patrol Trunks, except at some point they decided it'd be more fun if just everybody joined the Time Patrol and everyone got like redesigns being in the Time Patrol. So that's a thing. So obviously we've got Trunks here and they've got like a long head version. They also have a Goten, so you can have a Time Patrol like adult Gotenks. You also have a Goku and a Vegeta, except they're Super Saiyan 4 in this one. They've got Super Saiyan 4 versions of them, but they have redesigns. You've got a Time Patrol Gohan who has glasses, which is actually quite a cute idea for a redesign. This is one of the new ones. I saw ads for this. This is like, it's like Kaioshin of Time, except she's like got a, good version of Zamasu's evil angel kind of thing. Here we've got, I think that is, so yeah, okay, this is Bardock's Xenoverse. So you know how like Bardock always gets like mind controlled with that thing? It was in Xenoverse 2. So I feel like this is like, it's like partially broken or partially not. And if this is me theorizing, keep in mind, do not take this with a complete grain of salt. It feels like what it is like he's still partially wearing the mask so he can get the power from it, but like not. Like I am basically pretty much fanficking this fanfic, and I could be completely wrong, but I don't even know. So we've got Mira and Toa. We've got these guys. All I know is that I think these guys are from online. They were from online, like the Red Pants Army or something like that. What's his name? General Bon or something. Yeah, that. I think this is like the Red Pants. What are these guys called? Haru. Okay, doesn't Haru mean like spring or something? And Shun. Sure, I mean, take these translations with a grain of salt because it's Google Translate, and Mitikabura, it's something like that. All I can tell is he seems to be the big bad guy of the Dragon Ball Heroes original story, and they're all like demons and stuff, and he's like a demon, I think, or something, and he's like related to Mira and Toa somehow. Oh yeah, these are like, okay, look at these cards, look how edgy these cards are, like, ow, the edge. It's not even Bardock, it's Masked Saiyan, because that's so... Look how edgy this is. Because you got Masked Saiyan, you've got Saiyan and Black Mask, which just sounds like the same thing. I don't know what the difference is. That's Vegeta. You've got this guy, oh yeah, this is Dark Masked King. So I think this is King Vegeta, who's also been mind control. And then you've got Broly Dark. God damn it, Dragon Ball Heroes, what even are you? Broly Dark. It's like Goku Black, but it's not, because it's evil Broly. As if Broly couldn't be more evil enough. And so yeah, these are all the cards that we saw beforehand. So we've got all the universes, we've got all the good guys, like good Shenlong team, and then we've got evil Shenlong team, and then, okay, so I think are these like, It's because, yeah, they've got the stars here that had the rarity, and I assume 5 stars is the most rare, but this looks pretty rare. I mean, it's like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but it's Xeno, which means, like, that's like their way of saying it's like the weird universe where everyone's in the Time Patrol. So, because you know how you had Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta there in the Time Patrol thing, so this is like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, except I didn't even realize it said Godzilla. I did not even realize it said Godzilla instead of Gogeta. Oh my god. I really now wonder what the katakana is and how the difference... Somebody look up what's the katakana for Gogeta and what's the katakana for Godzilla. Like Gogeta. Is it different? I don't know. And yeah, so here we go. This is when you take the mask off and it's King Vegeta with a strand of red hair because edgy. It's so edgy. And so, oh, actually, we can see what these guys' names are. So this person's name is Devil Oh yeah, that's it, like poutine or something. Isn't that? I think it's some kind of food. I forgot what that is. What's this guy? Oh yeah, I think this is gravy, and this is salsa. Okay, they sound like Dragon Ball names. Shrum. Maybe it's like shroom or like, who knows? Who knows? Like anyway, it's just Google Translate, so it's like it's not even true. So like that's just this expansion. If we just go to like a previous expansion, like say, I don't know, the Super Dragon Ball Heroes 4. What was happening back then? Telestar, I forgot. There's a nice Gohan there, but I think like okay, so Universal Survival Arc was still going on here. We've got a cool blue Vegeta card, but it's obviously it's got Tarball and King Vegeta behind him. It's like is this like family Gallic Gun or something? What's this one gonna be called? Yes, it is. It is Parent-Child Gallic Gun. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I think this was after Super did it as well. Oh yeah, this was the one where they had special ones where every character who was used a sword or some kind of sword-looking thing, you could put them in and like make slashing motions on the arcade machine. I think that's what happened. So you've obviously got Gohan with like the Z sword. You've got like how does Google Translate pronounce it? Gohanks, yeah, something like that. It's like it's future. So is that the fusion between future Trunks and future Gohan? I would not be surprised at all. Oh jeez. And yeah, so that's another Time Patrol Trunks. Obviously Vegito because he's got the Spirit Sword thing, Tapion because he's got the sword, then you got Goku Black and Zamasu because they got the Key Sword things, you got Dabra because he can also create swords out of thin air, which is a pretty cool, I think is a pretty cool concept. Well, there was another one I wanted to look at. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the previous one before Super Dragon Ball Heroes started. We had the one called God Mission, and this one's kind of interesting. It's interesting just because like this was when the Future Trunks arc was going on, I think. I'm pretty sure. So this is back when we had like Future Trunks arc, and that was the new hotness. Is that Nappa with hair? Wait, what's the thing for it? Oh my god, it's young Nappa. See, sometimes it's good. Sometimes there's good fan service, like the one where it's got everybody from Universe 7 in business suits. That's good fan service. And Nappa with hair, why not? Yeah, see here we got some Future Trunks one, some Goku Black one. You've got one of the barbarian guys that Zamasu killed. You got Zamasu, you've got Goasu, then we got the GT ones, and then oh yeah, and so here we got these special, I think like, special ones. We got the Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, and also yeah, that is Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Also they call it Bully because why not? Yay. So the other cool thing is, so did you know you can also, besides searching it by, like, expansion pack, you can search it by, rarity, which actually that's a smart idea as well. You can search it by, like, type or whatever. You can search it by, I think this is, like, abilities, and you can search it by, yeah, okay, that's just the order, but yeah, you can also search it by character. This is the thing I found fascinating because, so everyone's like, like Vegito Blue or whatever. Vegito Blue is probably just there to sell merch. So I want to show you how many Vegito Blue cards there are. See, I think it's a vegetable was how they they translated Vegito because like Vegeta, I don't know. So if we go to a vegetable and we search by a vegetable, we will get Vegito cards! Look at all the Vegito cards! So we've got a whole bunch of Super Vegito cards, and we've got some Vegito Blue ones. So I think, so I think this is organized by, like, order of when they were released. So I think all the Vegito Blue ones are obviously near the start here. So we've got this one, I've got that one, I think that's a Vegito Blue, and I think that's, yeah, that is, so that's like five Vegito Blue cards already. I mean, actually, that's not as milked as I thought it would be. What's this? I'm trying to see what that thing's in the corner, but vehicle. That's the other fun part about Google Translate. You don't take anything seriously because you know it's Google Translate. Okay, no, sure. Well, why don't we see how many Kid Buu cards there are? Let's see how many Kid Buu cards. Got quite a... What? What? Is it because when he absorbed one of the Kaioshin, but like not the other, and so he's wearing the Kaioshin? And what even is this? What is this? What's he wearing? I don't even know what he's wearing there. This is Dragon Ball Heroes. Obviously, if you don't take your canon seriously, it's just a fun ride. But if you take your canon seriously, you're like, what the hell is going on? I don't know what that is. It's Son Goku something. What is that? Let's see what cards these are. It's Kid Dragon Ball Goku. Early Dragon Ball Goku. That makes sense. Tell you what, let me just like go randomly, just choose one. Let's see who this is. Who is this? Ah, Ten Shinhan. That's not too bad. I thought I was going to get something really obscure, but I got Ten Shinhan. That's not too bad. Oh, cute. They've got some of them where there's some 22nd Budokai where he's wearing the cute little hat. Ah. So yeah, that's Dragon Ball Heroes. Like you can go pretty deep here. Like I don't feel like I've learned anything more. Actually, no, I feel like I've learned something, but I don't exactly know what. So let's see what the other stuff is in this website. Products. Oh, no, I thought I knew what this is, but maybe stuff over here is just the different things you can buy. I'm assuming this is like the cards or something, and maybe you can get this like a bonus or something. Like I have no idea. I don't know. Or maybe this is, or is that V-Jump? Because that's a V. Maybe that's V-Jump. And saying if you get V-Jump, you get that card. Okay. No, so this is how you get some of the cards, because they're like gachapon machines, and you like just insert a thing and you can get one of these. Probably just one of these cards out of random. That's smart. That is a smart idea. Alright, let's see. What is mission? Is this like the stuff about the story? No? I don't know what this is. I've got no idea. So what is movie? Movie has been very confused. Oh, okay. I thought it might like be like the new movie or something, but no, it's just like those little animated previews you get. That wasn't as cool as I thought it would be. Okay, so the ranking is just... Okay, so it looks like, you know, it sends your data from the Dragon Ball Heroes into magical internet land and gives you rankings. I hate Trunks. That's actually not too bad one. Like, art of it. Wait, did I? No, yeah, I didn't go here. What's a... Alright, so the events are just like, I guess, you know, if you've got events on. So let's see what Budokai is. I think that's the last important thing here. Hi, Yamcha. What do you want? I don't know. It's just... Okay, whoa. Okay, yeah, so this is the... When they were saying rankings, this is the real rankings thing. So this is like actual people who got high scores from something. And this is some person in Japan who had these cards, I'm assuming, and did pretty well with these cards. Who was second place? Did with these cards. Oh, there's a Dr. Mew card. But you know, I mean, it's not surprising. Like, if there is a character in Dragon Ball, in general, they have made a card. And they have made a card of a fusion of them and somebody else. Actually, no. There aren't actually as many fusion cards as you think. There's only really, like, the obvious ones. Like, you know, Gogeta, and then, like, you know, Gotenks, adult Gotenks, and you've got, like, Trunks and Gohan, and you've got, like, Vegeta and Trunks. Like, those are the only ones. I actually don't think they've ever done a Goku-Gohan fusion, probably because they would look too similar. See, fusions work best when they have different hair colors. I tell you what, before we finish this off, I'm gonna try and find those pictures of those cards where everyone was wearing those hero suit things. No, I'm sorry, business suits. Is it this one? Oh, hey, look, there's Kale. Yes, there were actual Broly Kale cards, of course. What do they call it? Do they call it anything? Anything, her special moves, anything? Uncontrollable Saiyan, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Oh, look, there's a Ribrianne card with the power of love. That's great. That is good. If you want to have a Ribrianne card, you do need to make it as pink as possible. And with love hearts, yes. Actually, yes. Ooh, these are cool ones. I like the little, like, effects they've got for these. Like, look at this, where it's just got, like... I'm such a child. I'm like, look at all the flashy colors. It's so pretty. This probably wasn't in this one. Maybe it must be. I think it might be the 7th one, and that'll be it. Because I spent too long just staring incomprehensibly at this website. Oh yeah, this was the first. I think this was the first Migate no Gokui. It's the first Ultra Instinct Goku card, right? It's yes. Yeah. Yes. I can't even... I love you, Google Translate. You're ridiculous. So I think this is supposed to be, like, whatever it is, like Ultra Instinct Omen or whatever it is. Oh my god. I didn't even realize that was a thing. It's just so much better when, like I'm not trying to just, like, lose it, but sometimes... There's Kefla. Yeah, Kefla. That's pretty good. Sometimes I just lose it. Look, movie villains. Everyone likes movie... God, that Broly is very green hair. Man. Hey, Bio Broly, everyone's favorite movie villain. Yes, I found it! Woo! Great way to end this. I found them. So yeah, this was an April Fool's joke where everyone was just... The new arc is actually like the society survival arc where everyone has to survive society by doing a day-to-day businessmen. And that is bad. So they have every character. Even Piccolo, an Android 18, in a pink suit. Because she had a pink tracks... Oh, damn it. And Frieza in a business suit. I swear I saw this merchandise before where it's just like these like little figures and they had ones of just Frieza in a business suit and just different versions of Frieza in a business suit. And I think that came before this. I would really love to know what on earth is so interesting about Frieza in a business suit and why that appealed to so many people. So that just happened. That was just a thing. And here we just got things of just all the characters who know the Genki Dama or who could theoretically know the Genki Dama. Goku, 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 Cell, Mira because Mira has Goku DNA, Goku Black because he's Goku, and Matsumasu because he's also partially Goku. So it's like, you know, they actually put a bit of thought into this. They're like, so who would realistically know the Genki Dama? Cell never uses the Genki Dama, but at one point he does say, you know, oh, I could use the Genki Dama if I wanted to. So, you know, it's... there is actually fan service here that's actually kind of fun. There's just also a lot of incomprehensible, I have no idea what's going on. So that's Dragon Ball Heroes. That is a thing that is part of the franchise. It's how Dragon Ball makes a lot of money from people in Japan. I don't know what it is, really. But it's fun to laugh at.